But that's not what truly makes Naruto great. But instead, you measure him by the impact that he's had on others. In particular, when you measure the progress that those people have made after he's come into contact with them in their lives and inspired them to do something better for themselves, to want something better for themselves in particular. There is no better example of this than Naruto's impact on Hinata Hyuga, the young schoolgirl who used to hide in the shadows, watching him from afar, twiddling her thumbs whenever she saw Naruto, but in the manga was too shy to speak to him for most of the story, but through several interesting narrative choices ended up capturing his heart and becoming the mother of his children. Hinata Hyuga and the way that she was inspired by Naruto is what I believe is some of the strongest, if not the strongest bit of evidence of the greatness of Naruto Uzumaki, because what it represents is more than just a love story by two individuals that the Naruto the Last movie tells us are connected by the red string of fate, the Japanese belief that two people who are destined to be together as lovers regardless of a place or a time or circumstances. The red string tied to their pinkies will bend, it'll stretch, and it'll tie into knots, but it will never break apart and sever the bond between those two soulmates. If we were to boil Naruto and Hinata down to something like that, it is a grave disservice to the writing itself. As is often the case with us in our everyday lives, we never truly know when someone is watching us, looking to us for a sense of guidance or stability or curiosity, inspiration, or even romantically. Yet when everyone else looked at him and they laughed at the dumbest kid in the academy claiming that he'd be the Hokage one day, Hinata watched from behind corners, she watched behind dumpsters, she watched behind buildings, she looked through walls with her Byakugan, and she saw Naruto and she believed in his dreams. But Hinata saw from Naruto working day in and day out, spending hours upon hours working on things he had no natural talent for, like being unable to throw a shuriken straight or being unable to draw his way out of a paper bag even with GPS assistance. Hinata saw Naruto with bloody fingers from throwing shuriken and working with kunai repeatedly to improve his skills, and she saw that never give up attitude, and she became the first person in the village to say Naruto might be as big of a long shot to become Hokage as a three-legged blind horse race is to win the Kentucky Derby. But what she saw made her believe that Naruto was going to do the very thing he set out to do the impossible, become the Hokage. Yet despite this, Hinata set down the road determined to endure everything, because for as bad as her situation was, she watched as a young Naruto endured way much worse and still never lost sight of his goal to be Hokage.